Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Fired Up. We got the blaze going. It's nice and toasty in here. I hope it's toasty where you are. It's actually kind of cool in here.
So we finally have air conditioning.
We have AC, and it's a beautiful day here in New Jersey. Beautiful day out.
It sure is.
Nice weather. Getting ready to work our way towards Memorial Day weekend. We are fired up about a few things here in the service department. And we are fired up a few things as well for FedCon. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting close to announcing the venue, the dates, and the theme of what this entire conference is going to be surrounded by.
You did promise the people before Memorial Day.
Before Memorial Day, I promise I will let you know when and where.
Yeah.
And are we going to let them know the theme as well?
Yes.
So by Friday afternoon, you are going to know where FedCon is happening, the dates, and the theme of what the conference will embody. I'm super excited for this, man. When this release comes through, people are going to be like, what? And there's only two people right now outside of this room that knows exactly what that is. And that's your region leaders, Mr. Josh Zolan and Taz Sutherland. And Taz is here.
Mid-Fed checking in.
Mid-Fed checking in. This guy is killing it. He's setting up, did you see Taz is setting up a meetup at RIFMA?
He is?
On Tuesday.
Oh, we're going to have to add that to our calendar.
So, yeah, we're going to have to talk to Taz to see. I think we're going to do like a meetup. I think he wanted to do like a meetup at a barbecue.
Yes, yes.
So I think we should, we'll plan that out, man. We'll see what we can do to get some buzz going and some marketing going for it, because it's quickly approaching. So we want to get some people going. Maybe do we get a sponsor for that to see if I don't know.
You're overzealous.
I'm just crazy. Yeah, so that'll be cool. That'll be good. RIFMA's coming, and of course we have massive representation from Fed Nation. Taz speaking, Josh speaking, J.R. Weber speaking from GP, Katie Poole from Clark. Lots of representation in Fed Nation. Loving it. And yeah, so fired up. How can we not be fired up about what's happening in the world right now, Lisa?
Yeah.
New Jersey. Let me just bring this up so I don't stumble over words. But New Jersey is about to be lit up. On fire.
And why is that?
Because I'm going to read it. I don't know if I could type. I don't like dead air, so I'll just keep talking into the mic. Stick with me, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to have to come up with some like hold music for when you're searching for stuff on the phone.
Yeah. Yeah. So Governor Murphy here in New Jersey lifts New Jersey mask mandate and social distancing rules.
For real?
Yeah.
What? Oh, wow.
When do mask rules start here in New Jersey? Beginning on Friday, May 28th, 2 days from now. New Jerseyans will no longer have to wear face coverings indoors.
Wow.
Now, fully vaccinated means individuals have received a single dose, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to read that. We're not getting to that. Do I still have to practice social distancing? Requirements to maintain 6 feet of social distance indoors and outdoors will end on May 28th. New Jerseyans are no longer required to distance at restaurants, retail stores, personal care, gyms, recreational business, including casinos. Social distancing will no longer be required for religious services, political activities, weddings, and memorial services.
Wow.
It's over. Kind of.
Congratulations to the people who are having weddings and everything. I'm sure in the summer that's what they were worried about. So
yes, the people that are going to get to have weddings now, and that is a great thing and great news for the banquet halls and for the catering places, and like a place Nanina's in the park in Belleville where my sister got married, which we are proud to service them. I'm sure they're excited. They're going to get back to business and start raking in some money again. I mean, we need to get this economy going. So excited and fired up to have all these things beginning to happen. And I hope it's in your neck of the woods. I think most states, I think, are already at that level. So, when I flew out to Arizona, they were already rocking and rolling. Masks were not mandatory. They were just, optional. Of course, staff and everything like that will continue, I believe, to remain wearing masks. Their servings and bartenders and all that. But I'm sure eventually that'll go away too. But that's great news. That means the Jersey Shore is going to be pumping and rocking this summer. And this weekend will kick it off. I won't be there. It's amateur weekend. I'm not an amateur.
Amateur weekends.
Oh yeah, Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day. These are all amateur weekends where the young people go out, or people that just don't know how to handle themselves go and partake in all these crazy things. So,
Belmar.
DJs. If you're from Jersey, you know Bar A and DJs. If you're from Jersey, you know the Tiki Bar, Martell's Tiki Bar. You know Jenks. Frequented those places many years ago when I was just a young lass. Now I'm old, Lisa.
I know, we were talking about it. You don't like loud music anymore.
I don't like loud music anymore. So, listen, quick story. I think me and my boys, growing up, we were the original Jersey Shore guys. I had spiky hair, and now, of course, I have no hair.
Ah!
Lisa doesn't like to see me without my hat, right? I look weird. I'm one of the pod people. But we were like, I had spiky hair, the gold chain, the Guido thing, all of us down, fist pumping. The fist pump was real. Yeah, I mean, it was interesting times down at Seaside Heights. And fast forward to 2021, and we are fired up now about what's going on in the food equipment industry at large. I'm here to talk today a little bit about what's going on in the service department here in Malachi. Let's just say it's blown up. And we anticipated it. So this is not like something we were sitting here going, oh, I wonder if the calls are going to come in like crazy. And we knew they were going to come in like crazy, especially once this thing was all lifted, right? So we've tried to prepare. I don't think you can really prepare. You know, with the state of the world, logistics and supply chains are all screwed up. There's nothing that can be done about that. We just have to be patient and communicative. I think that's the number one thing, because parts are back ordered. I talked to equipment dealers. I talked with Singer, my man Bob Albin. Equipment's back ordered from the manufacturers. Parts are back ordered from the manufacturers. We're out here in the trenches. We're face to face with the customers daily. The technicians are really face to face with the technicians daily, and we're the ones who have to kind of be the bearer of bad news. Unfortunately, we're the messengers. Don't kill the messenger. And we're doing our best. So we, over the past 6 to 8 months, we've definitely kind of increased our inventory when we could. I know there were certain high limits and certain different, components that I was like, oh, I got a little birdie told me that you better start ordering some of this stuff. So we did. And we brought a lot of extra stock and inventory in. But listen, that can only stay for so long. We're using it. So we do have some empty boxes on the shelf, unfortunately, and we do have a lot of back orders. And this is not unique to us. This is happening across the country, probably the globe. And to the end user customer, be patient. We're going to be there for you. And I speak for all of my Sofessa service companies out there when I say, we got your back, be patient. Service. So we just had a little instance upstairs where, we had to get to a site survey. Ooh. Lisa, we got to get to a site survey.
Ooh.
It's an urgent rush.
Tell me more.
Site surveys, critical. They are. No, they really are.
I feel like you need extra hands. Critical.
They're critical. Site surveys are critical. I preach it. I live it. I breathe it. But I will say this. I've said this before. Everybody's got to slow the hell down. We get to these site surveys and they're not ready. And we talk to the manufacturer and we talk to this one and to that one and the customer don't know what's going on. I'm going to tell you right now. 9 times out of 10, the customer doesn't know who we are. They didn't even know they ordered the equipment. Apparently they signed off. I mean, maybe I'm exaggerating a little. But so many times the customer has no clue what's even happening. Like, why are you guys coming? We're still in the construction. Okay, you can get in. The GC's there, but there's no walls, there's no electric, there's no nothing. We don't know where the unit might go over there, but we might want to put it upstairs. Rush, hurry up, get to the site survey. Hurry up, get there. You know how many times we've rolled to site surveys and that's the exact situation. So
is it just a communication issue?
I will say there might be a communication thing. But it's more so of people wanting checks to clear, I believe.
Okay.
They sell a piece of equipment. The faster the site survey install happens, the faster whoever sold it gets the check.
Ah, okay.
Hey, listen, fair. I'm cool. I get it. I want my check too. But damn, it's like okay, so listen, if we're running a service company, we look at a few things. Site surveys, though critical and necessary, do not take precedence in this office over a walk-in box down with $10,000 of product in it. And let me tell you something. Guess what, Lisa?
That makes sense to me.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guarantee you, I get to that site, they're not opening tomorrow. They're not opening next week. They're not even opening next month. We just did a site survey that they're not opening until July.
Okay.
After the 4th.
Okay.
This was a hot rush. No, it's not a hot rush.
Mm-mm.
But listen, we went, we got it done. We did what we had to do. I don't like to keep things on the board for long periods of time. We like to get to them. We have protocol here where we're trying to get to things as fast as possible. Obviously, that's the name of the game, speed and urgency. Urgency is one of the core values here. I talk urgency. I want urgency. I want that site survey done too. But like I said, and now when you're looking at the state of the industry and the state of the world, you have summer coming, warm weather. Now today's a warm day.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee refrigeration coils are going to pop up more than they would normally have 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And as it gets hotter, more and more refrigeration coils will come. Walk-in boxes. We service a lot of healthcare facilities. Healthcare facilities take precedence here.
Absolutely.
It's a major, major, obligation that we have to these hospitals that count on us. Walk-in boxes being down $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 of product. We got to get there. So things get moved around and shifted. You might think you have a schedule when you wake up in the morning, but the day changes it. The day changes our schedule all throughout the day, or periodically throughout the day that it changes. So understand that a service company might have a set schedule, but when you wake up in the morning, you might come into 17 emails and different messages and all these different things of key account customers, of critical equipment down. And then you said, oh, we had this site survey set up, we had this set up, and we'll try to sometimes we have to maneuver, we'll have to move things back and over and to the side and over to a new tech and back to this tech. There's a million things happening at any given time, especially now that we just exploded upstairs. The calls have exploded. I'm ready to hire 4 technicians. Let's go. Your van is waiting here in New Jersey. I got you. Join the care team. Come see the difference. But this is not about that. This is yes.
I have a naive question. A very naive question.
All right.
So you mentioned refrigerators and healthcare facilities. Are you also servicing the refrigerators that might be holding medicines or vaccines and stuff? No.
So that is a good question, actually. That is definitely there. So medical refrigeration, that's a little bit different. We are not really working on any of that equipment, not to my knowledge.
But isn't it the same? What would be different about it?
Well, no, these things are freezers. These are, and I don't know enough to talk about this, so I don't want to sound naive. But if you look up medical equipment, I think some of the temperatures that are on these things are getting way below freezing. And I'm sure our guys can work on it. I'm not saying we can't work on it. I'm just saying those are not the things. We're not getting called to blood banks, and we're not getting called to the pharma part of the hospital. We're in the food service kitchen.
Gotcha. So that would be another skilled trade.
I would say so.
Another service.
I would say so. Yeah. And not just healthcare facilities. Listen, we service supermarkets. There's supermarkets here in New Jersey that we service, and they are high level to us. They are a massive customer. And when she calls and says, Rich, I want you to jump 6 feet in the air, I jump 6 feet in the air.
Uh-huh. So
the schedule changes when she calls. Now I have to fit that in and move this over and maneuver this and take this here. And we're doing all kinds of things throughout the day. It's you got to be the maestro on the board. You got Geraldine up there, Samantha, Janine, John. They're maestroing. They're moving calls. They're communicating. It's a very, very it's a tough position to be in running the service board. It's the hot seat, and but it's exciting at the same time. It's stressful. It's exciting, and when now the world's coming back, you could feel the excitement upstairs. You could feel it. Samantha's chatting. They're talking. I like to hear the chatter. I don't like to hear it quiet. But back to the topic at hand, critical equipment, site surveys, startups, at a time where the world is opening, they're just not critical. So, and listen, you think I'm speaking just for me? I guarantee you, every service company across the country and anyone who's in a service business that might be watching this right now is saying, yep, I agree. Because we have to take care of critical equipment that's down. Memorial Day weekend. Why is a site survey critical when I got 40 calls that just came, by the way, 40 calls that just came in the last couple hours.
Okay, that's scary.
With equipment down. Now, some of them are warranty calls.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are regular, whatever. They're all these. I have some of them might be a toaster. Is a toaster a critical piece of equipment to an operation? I mean, maybe, depending if you're a bagel shop or something, like I get maybe that's like critical, but you're not losing product. We have to look at the refrigeration part. We have to look at the workhorses, like the combi ovens. Your combi oven goes down and maybe you have a line as big as this, because you have like 3 pieces and that combi oven is your workhorse and it goes down, you're out of business. I got to get there. So we have combi ovens on the board. We have steamers on the board. We have fryers on the board. You can't 86 those French fries. People need their French fries.
And onion rings.
It's Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, yeah. I think definitely selling more French fries and hot dogs this weekend and July 4th than any other weekend.
Yeah. So what's Taz got? Taz is calling you out on something. Bring that up.
I want to hear Lisa's questions now. She has been in the world for a bit. I've been in the world for 30 years. Let's hear those new person questions. That was a great question about medical refrigeration. Same but different. Thank you, Taz. I will ask my questions more.
Please, anything that arises as I'm talking, jump in. And Taz says up here, what's that? Sounds like leadership.
Oh, when you were talking about urgency of the site surveys and stuff, like go now.
Yeah, we're sitting there. It's the Ghostbusters garage, and we're all sitting around waiting. I got Egon over there. We got Winston. Everyone's waiting for the call. But so critical stuff. Critical. National chains. Very big here. Healthcare facilities big here. Schools. Now schools are starting to slowly call.
And I see the children walking to school.
Isn't it amazing?
I love
it.
It feels like you're watching like a. I don't know, when you're in a drive-through safari and you're just like amazed by the animals walking by. I'm looking outside and I'm like, children.
These kids are like a safari. We're gonna get like buses together and just watch them. We'll get in trouble. Let me just tell you, there's a really creepy ice cream truck driving around the neighborhood. Oh. And it says, hello, get your ice cream. 10 o'clock at night this is going on.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
The kids are in bed. Why are you still out?
Why are you calling them?
But listen, to anyone out there, children are animals.
I think that Taz would say the same thing.
Quentin is right. Listen, they are animals. If you go to Facebook and hook up with my sister, connect with my sister on there, and watch my nephew Carson run around like a maniac. He is an animal. Jesus says, true about prioritizing work and calls. They can change by the second. Yeah, and Jesus, you're in the trench, man. You're in the trench. Like, you are feeling it. And I'm sure it's got to be hot down in Florida.
Oh, he's feeling the heat.
I'm sure you're feeling the heat down there. MDW 21 weekend. Listen, I will tell you, please stay safe. Please stay hydrated. Please make sure you're doing what you got to do. Because sometimes you're working and I think you might just, all of a sudden, it's like you're getting these heat flashes. Like, make sure you're paying attention and taking care of yourself. Health is wealth. So, if there's any end users that I happen to see this, or we have dealers and reps, and you got any calls that come in, make that call immediately. So many times we sit here, it just happened up there. This was something I overheard too while I was up there just a little while ago. Someone called in checking on a service call and saying, okay, we just got the call yesterday afternoon, so we're going to get you scheduled. We're going to get there before the weekend. Don't worry. we're gonna get, came in this different, and this person says to my sister, I placed this call 3 weeks ago. What do you mean you just got it yesterday afternoon?
Huh?
Now, this came through a manufacturer.
Okay.
Whoever at the manufacturer level, I don't know.
Oh.
And this happens all the time.
Okay.
People say, I placed this call a week ago, 2 weeks ago, but we're just getting it yesterday or today. Balls are being dropped or miscommunication, or I don't know what it is, but that's another issue that happens. And then guess who looks like the bad guy?
You guys, because it's not a direct call, right? It's going through somebody else.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And what happens when you play phone? When you play telephone?
The message is gonna get all mixed up.
Yeah. So yeah, that's another issue that does happen. And there's nothing we could do about it. We didn't know that. We don't have crystal balls here. We're not going, oh, look, somebody just placed a call for service. We're not looking at our crystal balls. And again, we look like the bad guys because now we can't just run and go. 15 technicians handling the state of New Jersey. Hundreds of calls on the board at any given time. We have to schedule you. We have to do it in a timely fashion. We always offer overtime. We could always offer double time on Sundays and holidays. We could always have 24/7. But a lot of people just want regular business hours, first call 7:30, 8 a.m., and that's fine. But we only have so many slots to fill each day. And I say this all the time too, especially in the summer heat. These are technicians, not magicians, and they're human beings. They can only move as fast as they can move. And when you have these 120-degree kitchens and 140-degree roofs and all these different things, come on. Let's be practical and use our senses here as human beings. We're here to help. Service companies are here to help. We're here to provide solutions. And you do get more bees with honey.
Yes, absolutely.
You do get more bees with honey. What's Taz saying?
He says, worse is when a ticket is held onto by someone for 5 days and then passed on Friday.
Oh my God, Taz, all the time. We have a customer here, and I won't name them because they're a great customer, but they do this every Friday. And then you get to site, and whoever is on site, the manager or whatever, like, oh, thank God you're here. This has been down since Monday. What the But we got the call Friday at 1 o'clock. And now there's no one. It's like one of these stores that's down in like Atlantic City, and the closest guy's an hour away.
Oh no!
So now we have to say, well,
on Friday shore traffic time.
Yeah, and that's the traffic's going to be unbelievable. But now we have to tell the customer, well, it's 1 o'clock, sir. It's going to run into overtime. What do you mean overtime? It's only 1 o'clock. We understand that, but the tech's not going to get there until 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because he's already on the call, and by the time he wraps that up, we got to give him time to pack it up and get down to you for an hour drive. So people don't like to hear these things either, but this is the reality. And we were talking about wages and rates and technicians and everything. It is very, very expensive to run a service company. The margins that I saw here with my dad in 99, 2005, 2010, they've shrunk. They've shrunk. Still lucrative business, still profitable, still great business and industry. But we have costs that are rising too. When we see things coming through the manufacturers, the price of these parts are going to go up to 4% in the next month, this month. But we're not sitting here raising our rates every year.
Mm-hmm.
We're out here, in a marketplace that's volatile, if you ask me, where everybody's trying to lowball the next guy and highball the next guy for technicians. We're lowballing and highballing in places that are making things really crazy out here.
Mm.
And we were talking about this yesterday with Josh and Taz, which you'll be seeing a cool podcast come out, I think. Great conversation. And I think it's going to take a full decade before this thing subsides, in my opinion, where we get more of these technicians into the field. We build more of a stronger, with Fed Nation, I'm going to hope to build a stronger community across the country, the globe. And we have to work better together to see the light at the end of this crazy tunnel where we're lowballing and highballing all this stuff. But it'll be there. It'll come. A lot of good people in the industry. My main man Taz is Freak Out Friday. I'm sure there's going to be a Fed Nation drink station. Taz, you got to have a drink for
Memorial Day weekend. Yes, absolutely.
So before we get ready to take this down, we have a few things I wanted to say. Of course, we're going to make the announcement, FedCon 2022 Arizona. You're going to know when, you're going to know where, you're going to know the theme. You're going to be excited. I'm excited just thinking about it. Get Out Go Eat. The hashtag Get Out Go Eat initiative is not done yet. We're filming our last of the Get Out Go Eat in Bayonne today with our proud sponsors.
Quezon.
Quezon. Genuine products, Quezon Industries. You know them well if you're in the service industry. Door closers and hinges and all kinds of different refrigeration components. Lots of things that we use from Quezon daily here. Quality stuff. And they are the proud sponsor of our last video in Bayonne for Get Out Go Eat.
And then we're moving to the Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore edition. 10 video commitment. We're looking for you for a sponsor. Please continue to help our restaurants. It's not just about the money that you sponsor with. It's also about the recognition and the content that's going to be provided to the restaurant that you're going to get to be a part of forever as they continue to share it on their channels, and we share it on ours, and it's there forever. And it really continues to build that community that we're trying to build with Get Out Go Eat and Fed Nation. So please, if you want to sponsor, please, we are so grateful for the sponsors that we've had. And please reach out to us. We definitely continue to need the help for the Jersey Shore series. You're going to want to be a sponsor to some of these things. We're going to be eating some amazing food down there. I think that was really the last thing I wanted to talk about. It's Wednesday. Make sure you get your calls in early, ladies and gentlemen. Service is booming. It back. And I wish you all very, very well. I hope you have a great day. Make it count. And we will see you mañana. Stay fired up.